thank you, ask you, Dr. Nina Meyerhof, da iz Amerike. Smo veseli, da je tukaj, zdaj pogosteje zaradi sodelovanja in njeno delo je bilo, oziroma je še posvečeno mladim, ampak prej je začela z svojo pot izobraževanja z vodenjem 10 šol in potem, kar me vedno impresionira, da je sama vodila kampe za 80 mladih, tako za 6 tednov. Kasneje se pa veliko bolj posvetila mirovniškemu gibanju, izobraževanju za mir, delo z mladimi. Dobitnica nagrade mesta New York City, njena organizacija Children of the Earth, sodeluje z Združenimi narodi in vedno povrat povem to zgodbo, takrat je bil napad na dvojčka, ko so vsi Združenih narodov bili evakuirani desno, je ona tekla levo v center mesta in organizirala pot, kjer so otroci, ki so bili zaradi vsega tega kaosa izgubljeni, da so jih spravili skupaj, da so jim prinesli igrače, kar je šlo potem tudi nekje naprej. In seveda zadnji njen fokus je pa velik projekt, mirovni projekt One Humanity Institute na Poljskem, v Auschwitzu. Tako, so, Nina, if you can please share, imate pa možnost izbire, ali sedite, ali greste naprej.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. So, I'll start from the very personal because I feel it's so important to free oneself of one's culture.
Začela bom z osebnim, ker je pomembno, da izhajaš iz svoje kulture.
To begin with, when I was about 12 years old, I went to a school called School of Humanity.
Ko sem imela 20 let, sem hodila, pa me slište? Sem hodila v šolo, šola človeštva. Človečnosti, humanity.
Yeah. So that was the beginning of learning about people having different ways externally, but being human beings as a family.
In tam sem občudila, da so ljudje lahko na zunaj drugačni, ampak v sebi so pa človeška bitja.
So I'd like to tell 3 stories about culture and then for us to look at that.
Povedala bi 3 zgodbe in si jih bomo potem pogledali.
I'm very good friends with a woman from Africa who is a king, a queen, and a spiritual leader.
Zelo dobra prijateljica,
She's a king.
Je iz Afrike, ki je kraljica, kralj in
spiritual leader.
Duhovna voditeljica.
And the head of refugee children at the United Nations for African refugees. That's okay. Okay, so it was just, we share. That, so the point is that she represented the African women and children, and yet when I went to her home in Africa, the children were on the floor, sleeping around her.
In žensk je, ko sem jo obiskala, v njeni hiši so bili otroci na tleh, da bi jo varovali okrog nje.
Yeah, and every morning they had to get up at 2 in the morning to go get wood to heat water.
Vsako jutro so morali vstati ob 2 zjutraj, da so šli po vodo, da so mogli zagreti vodo.
So here is a woman from Africa at the UN advocating for children and living a different way. The children were her servants.
podpira dela za otroke, ampak tukaj pa živi drugače, bi lahko rekli.
But if you go without judgment into another culture,
Če greš brez sodbe, sojenja v drugo kulturo,
then you learn. And what I learned was that she made sure all these children went to school, all these children had clothes, and she was good friends with the families.
torej potem pa sem spoznala, da vsi ti otroci so šli v šolo, in ona poskrbela v šolo, so imeli oblačila in je bila dobra prijateljica njihovih družin.
So we have to be careful how we look at other cultures from our point of view.
Moram biti previdni, kako gledamo na druge kulture iz naše perspektive.
Yeah, another story from Pakistan.
Še ena zgodba iz Pakistana.
With the burqas, and above it says women and children's rights.
Torej, zgodba iz Pakistana, ženske z burkami in zgoraj piše, ne, ženske,
Women and children's rights.
pravice
Yeah.
žensk in otrok.
So how does that go together? Yes, from a culture. Well, the women want the children that they have to get married very early.
Torej, ženske so želele, da bi njihovi otroci se poročili zelo zgodaj,
So that they can be free in the household.
zaradi tega, da so bile svobodne, postale svobodne v gospodinstvu.
So that's culture, you know? So, and the woman is complicit with the culture then. Yes, because she wants to be free.
Ja,
I mean, she agrees to the idea that the child should be married at 7
torej,
years
ženska se
old.
strinja z tem, da se zgodnjo poroko tako, zaradi tega, ker s tem dobi svojo svobodo.
And the last story is, I brought about 250 young people to Vienna.
Zadnja zgodba je, da sem pripeljala 250 mladih ljudi na Dunaj
And they worked on human rights issues, you know.
in so delali na človekovih pravicah.
Na njih Sirija so sodelovali v človekovih pravicah, to je tam centrum.
And they selected 2 young people to present to the General Assembly of the United Nations.
Izbrali so 2 izmed teh mladih, da so predstavili pač na tej seji, na skupščini.
Ne, na seji, na generalni skupščini Združenih narodov, to je pa najvišji organ OZN. Vse jasno, pomagamo.
But that was in Vienna or then
In
New York?
Vienna. This was in Vienna.
Jena, ampak oni so pa na generalni skupščini, ki pa nimamo.
So they presented in New York.
And-
The two presenters went to New York then?
No, they presented in Vienna at the Human Rights Conference. And the idea is that one young person stood up and said, we have brown hair, we have blonde hair, we have red hair, we have black hair.
In eden je potem otrok postavil, rekel, imamo temne lase, črne lase, temno kožo. In
They said we have blue eyes, gray eyes, green eyes, yes.
imamo modre oči, rjave oči, zelene oči.
We have white skin, black skin, red skin, and yellow skin.
Temno kožo, svetlo kožo, rumeno kožo.
Why do you teach us to hate?
In zakaj nas učite, da sovražimo?
Because we all have blood, we all have hearts, we all are the same underneath.
Imamo srce, imamo kri, pa smo vsi enaki kot kožo.
So that's really the point of culture, is in its external learning of behavior. And one of the things we need to learn is how to see the human being and not the culture.
Zares, kako se naučiti to, kako videti človeško bitje in ne kulture, ki se naučimo.
If we're to be global citizens, we have to understand how we can connect with others without any judgments and just accepting that that's the externalization of what they've learned.
Če si želimo biti državljani sveta, je naša naloga, kako videti drugega brez sodstva.
So, just to say, I've been in over 100 countries and I never go for vacation. Always just to integrate into the culture rather than to bring my culture and put it into theirs.
Bila sem v svojem delu več kot 100 državah in vedno nikoli zaradi potovanj, res kako se integrirati, kako se povezati s kulturo, ki je tam.
So culture is a learned behavior.
Kultura je naučeno.
And I think for myself, you know, that our work is to swim through the cultures to understand we're one humanity, one family of humankind, no matter where we are. Yeah, our task.
Naša naloga je res se naučiti, kako plavati skozi kulture in spoznati, da smo eno človeško.
Thank you.
Thank you. Torej, na tem mestu je čas za kakšno vprašanje, oziroma ga imamo kar več, ker je bila Nina zelo varčna časovno.
Jaz sem mislila vprašati, ker ste omenili njen projekt Auschwitz in me zelo zanima, če bi morda na kratko lahko predstavila, kakšen je cilj tega projekta. I'm interested if you can represent us the aim or the objective of this Auschwitz project regarding the education of the children.
Yeah. Well, as we all understand, young people are the future, yes? And the big lesson is to not imitate what has come before you, but to begin to think what would really make a better world, yes? So,
torej, povedala je, zelo zanimivo. Povedala je, da je cilj tega projekta gledati naprej, bodočnost, ne gledati nazaj. Po domače.
Otroci so naša prihodnost in zaradi tega je potrebno, da se spoznajo tudi s preteklostjo. The children have the possibility to recognize the past and this terrible actions in the war.
yeah. It's like, if never again, these horrors, what then? What are the solutions for doing it and making it a microcosm of a macrocosm?
Torej, otroci se morajo pravzaprav zaradi tega spoznati s preteklimi krutimi dejanji, zato da se to ne bi več ponovilo. In to na mikro in na makro ravni. Na vseh ravneh pravzaprav.
To bring visible that there are possibilities to live better as one humanity.
Torej, gre za to, da se naredi prisotno, vidno spoznanje, da lahko živimo slabše, kot živimo. In to je, mislim, da zelo aktualna teza.
And there are 17 goals put out by the United Nations, yes? And if we address them all through education, we will begin to make the change that's needed.
Torej, ja boste vi prevedli.
Obstaja 17 trajnostnih ciljev Združenih narodov in če naslovimo vseh teh 17 vprašanj ali ciljev, bomo lahko živeli tudi
v izobraževanju, to je pomembno. Torej, jaz imam sabo namreč tole, okvir za prepoznavanje grozodejstev, sem mislila predstaviti. The frame for the recognition of these vulnerabilities and so on from the United Nations. Torej, to je priročnik za preprečevanje grozodejstev v prihodnosti in ker je gospa Nina ravno kar omenjala vse te cilje, jaz tole kažem, ker to je v slovenščini zunanje ministrstvo izdalo lansko leto in je namenjeno ravno temu, da se v izobraževanju in skozi izobraževanje pravzaprav ustvarjajo osebnosti, ki bodo znale prvič ceniti mir, to glavna stvar, in drugič ne samo spoznavati skozi spoznavanje preteklih grozodejstev, v bistvu se truditi, da bi se nova grozodejstva ne dogajala, oziroma preprečevati nova grozodejstva. To so uradni cilji in zelo natančno so tukaj kazalniki, indikatorji, kateri so ključni momenti v izobraževanju in sicer v spoznavanju grozodejstev, da bi se lahko storilo kaj boljšega. Tako da, torej, to je, this is the illustration to your sentences about these 17 objectives. Imamo slovenščini.
Yeah, maybe not a question, but a remark. It's very good that we put this project in life to let know young people about the things that happened years ago, last century, let's say. But we must not forget that all this is going on nowadays. And also in the near past, like Vietnam, for instance, or we know what's going on now. So not to focus maybe just on one, specific war, because I think that there is a statistic data that right now there are 103 or something like that wars going on in the humanity now.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
We're just a spotlight.
Yeah.
That's all. And we will bring it out to the world as a living example.
Yeah, thank you.